This is Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa String Works Workshop. It's Monday, and we are gonna go fishing today. Yeah, Leon, my banjo player, and my grandson Trinian are going to take off and head down to the river and go fishing. Now that is assuming Mother Nature lets us do that, because it's raining out there pretty good right now. You know, we don't want to get wet wading in the river. We're going to wade the river and see what we can catch. You wonder what I'm holding here? It's that 3-point Alvarez mandolin, and the neck seems to be holding fine, so I think we're okay. Yeah, these have a different sound with the round oval hole. Yep, but I think it's going to hold. I think it's going to serve the purpose. And, you know, the lacquer continues to dry, and now you can actually see the outline of that, because that lacquer dries and creeps down into the crack there. Even though it was like virtually airtight, it's just the way lacquer is. It just shrinks and shrinks and shrinks and shrinks and shrinks and shrinks until it can't shrink no more. It takes weeks before it finishes doing its thing. But I think I'm done with this thing. I think it's a success. On Saturday, I tore apart that John Deere tractor. Took me most of the day Saturday to get all the weird parts off of it. Only had one calamity. There's a huge wiring harness coming out of this thing, and I decided I would just cut all the wires rather than try to disconnect them everywhere and then have to reconnect them up later. You know, if I just cut them in an accessible spot, I can put wire splices in them and put them back together, and it's, for me, just the easy way to do it. You know, I know some of you don't like wiring and all that kind of thing, but for me, that's second nature. I do that all the time, so it's not a problem. Then I saw the one extra heavy cable there, and I thought, well, I thought it was a power cable going to the battery. Well, I thought wrong on that one. That was the only thing I think I screwed up on the whole disassembly so far, but I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to have to put in a new, I guess you'd call it an RPM cable or a speedometer cable that would go from wherever it goes, because I can't see it. That's the problem. I have to take a bunch of junk apart to figure out where it, well, actually both ends. I'll probably have to take a bunch of junk apart to get it. Yeah, so I messed up there. I cut that cable thinking that it was the power, because I couldn't tell where it went, but it looked like it went to the battery based on where it was headed. Wrong. So I screwed up big time there. Soon as I started to cut it, I heard it crunch, and I went, oh, that doesn't have the right sound. And it was already too late at that point. So I just went ahead and cut it off, and at least I was able to break the tractor in half. That's the reason I had to cut the wires, is you literally split the tractor in half. So all the wires that span that crack either have to be disconnected and then reassembled later, which, you know, I could have done that, but that's a lot of unscrewing. I mean, like there was 12 wires or so. You're going to disconnect like 12 places and then reconnect 12 places versus, you know, just take this and then just put them back together. And for me, that's real simple, because putting them back together is nothing to it. So I did order the clutch. I'll see how all that goes when I start the reassembly. And then later down the road, hopefully you'll see a short video on all of that. I'm looking for suggestions for future shop talks. One of them I thought I might try would be to try to condense a lot of tips and tricks that I've learned over the years and put them all in one video. Now, I don't know if that should be a shop talk or if that should just be a separate video standalone. I'm curious to hear what you have to say about any of that. Y'all have a great day. We'll hopefully see you tomorrow.